go through your husband's phone?
It is now illegal to go through your husband's phone. And this is for every ear that can hear me.
All right,
This
we're
is
going
not
live,
just a
y'all.
Texas issue. This is also a
Wow.
federal
Check
crime.
your phone,
The
check everything that
Federal
we're going to share
Wiretap
on. You
Act
can go.
states it is unlawful
Because
to
after this
intercept
video,
any
can we stop?
wire,
But why are they going through
oral, or
people's phones
electronic
anyway?
communication. It is
You know,
also
right?
unlawful to disclose the contents of the wire, oral, or electronic communication.
Hey, y'all, when I
Y'all know
say
what's
the
considered
moon is
electronic
out
communication?
bright, I don't know if
Text
y'all can see
messages,
the moon where y'all
emails,
are, but
DMs.
that
And it
moon
doesn't
on
matter
this
if you're in the
end
community property
is
state
bright.
saying that the phone is community property
We
will
And
can
not
see it.
work. Even if your husband willingly
cloudy
gave you his
here.
password, it still would not
oh
work.
no, it
The
ain't
courts
cloudy
feel
here.
that even if he did give you the password, you went beyond the scope of what he thought you would reasonably be doing with his phone, such as taking screenshots of a
But
text message
somebody
that you
gave
would
me their
eventually use
password
against him
before,
in
and
court.
I
I was
said,
in
I don't
court
know why
waiting
you
on my
giving me your
turn, watching
password.
another hearing
So
before me. It
look
was a
at me
divorce
before.
case, and the wife was on the stand talking about adultery. Her attorney then started the process of admitting text messages into evidence that showed the husband was talking to this woman, and it was very inappropriate. The text messages 100% proved husband was cheating. There was photos, there was conversations about the other night. All of a sudden, husband lawyer jumps up and says, Your Honor, I think you need to admonish the witness about her Fifth Amendment right to self-incrimination because she's about to tell on herself and admit to a crime. Then he turns ever so slightly and says, I think you might want to tell her lawyer as well because they'll both be in jail together. The judge then proceeds to tell her that how she came about getting those text messages out of her husband's phone is potentially a violation of the Texas Wiretap Act and the Federal Wiretap Act. He looks up at her lawyer and says, Counsel, the fact that you're in possession of unlawful potential wiretap material incriminates you as well. And the judge did a quick recess so everyone could go consult with criminal law attorneys.
I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but it is now illegal to go through your husband's phone.
It is now illegal to go through your husband's phone. And this is for every ear that can hear me. This is not just a Texas issue. This is also a federal
We got anybody in the house yet? What's
crime.
up? Let's
The
go, y'all.
Federal
Y'all ready?
Wiretap Act states it is unlawful to
What time is
intercept
it? Oh,
any
it's
wire,
9:02.
oral, or
What y'all think about that? Real quick before we get started. What y'all think about that?
I mean, they probably saving some people.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they made it illegal, you know, a lot of people probably being saved right now.
Is it that big of a thing right now though, as far as
Yeah, because if you're doing wrong and you don't want to get busted, it is a big thing. You know, if you're doing what you're supposed to do in your marriage, you're not worried about your husband or your wife going through your phone or looking at it, you know, or you're just not worried about it because you're going to do what you're supposed to. Now, if you're being extra, then that's a problem.
mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
What about the women? I mean, they said this about
it's the women and men. I mean, you probably have more men checking women's phones.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
Come on,
Nah.
Come on, man.
Yes.
Come on,
There's
man.
more.
Men check women like women used to check men back in the day.
I
They
doubt
do.
that.
See,
What?
listen, I'm gonna tell you something, Dr. Cotton. And me and my little cousin talk about this. A lot of times, the men y'all be talking about be really goofy because that's not what we do. I haven't checked a woman's phone since I called a dude and he told me the most pivotal words ever.
What's that?
If she's your girl, why are you calling my phone?
That point. Yeah.
But you know, that's the last time you did it, huh?
You know what he told me? He said, you know what, youngster? Because I could tell you a youngster. That's what he hit me with. He said, I could tell you young. But man, don't never call a man phone about another woman. You check your woman. I said, you know what? And I was so hot.
Yeah.
I was hot. And I was like, you know what, though? He right.
That makes sense.
And I was probably 21.
That
was 15 years. That was years ago.
That's why do we always blame the person as the other person as opposed to the one that you're with?
Pause.
Exactly.
Right? What sense does that make? To sit here because a man's gonna be a man, you know, and he ain't forcing her to cheat. So if she's the one cheating, why you don't take it up with her and either leave her alone or you know what I'm saying? But it's always me and the dude got to fight.
Cause I'm really tender for her, for real. That's really what it is.
My ass.
I'm really tender for her, for real. Pause. That's really what it
Whatever,
means.
man.
Really be tender for real.
All right, Heather's in the house. Rob's in the house. That's what's up, man. We about to get this started, man.
He said he tender, like he
Really thin.
It was- All right, man. Let's get it started, y'all.
Oh my God.
Tender as hell.
Just forget the parade and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We know.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace. I love y'all.
The reasons that we're here.
What's up? It's the boy Fuel in the house.
Fat boy in the building. You already know what type of time we on. We here.
And it's Dr. C. Cotton.
We gonna work on that.
Yeah.
We gonna work on that
Come on,
pause.
I
We gonna work on that pause, man. Thanks, Heather. I see you. We gonna get to your comments in a minute. I see your comments. Let's welcome. Who else is on there? Cole T on Instagram, and then a lot Kurt. On
Heather
Instagram.
said, "Don't play with her."
I know, right? We everywhere. Hey, we got a great show for you guys today. We're gonna be talking about some things. Sometimes I want to just go through the run. Should I go through the line and just go?
Go ahead and go.
Let's just
And
go.
that's because you like tender dudes, mama. Let's talk.
What is that?
What
I
do
was
you
gonna talk about
got
my mama.
to
Was talking about. I'm reading the comments.
All right, man. So let's get into it, man. Do you think dating a younger man or woman help you stay or feel young? Do you think?
We're gonna start with the doc on this one because the doc got a great take on this.
Do you think?
New Jack could have started. You could start. Because that Tinder thing is
before
something.
I came back in, wasn't you?
Yeah, we'll talk about it a little
All
bit.
right, let's go.
Because I asked the doc what's her age, what's her hard age limit. And she
You
had
asked the woman her age?
no, what's
It's
her
a hard
hard age
limit.
limit?
Her heart.
I being a young man and being on the opposite side of this, I think there's a possibility that a younger man can make a younger woman feel. Older woman feel younger and vice versa. I think especially a young woman can make an older man feel younger. I'm gonna tell you that. Hey, vice versa. We ain't even gotta. Vice versa for sure. A woman will make a young man, an old man turn it on. He in a club now. Shoulder shit. He got a young girl now. You see R. Kelly in his backpack, so I'm telling you. But I'm clowning. Let me stop. But no. I've had experience dating older women, and I don't want to go too crazy with this because I'm trying to be very.
How does it make you
Keep
feel
it
to
clean.
date an older woman?
For me,
Yes.
I've always had fun and enjoyed it because I've always loved to make them feel younger, bring a different little spice to their life. A lot of times,
What they do for you?
give me experience.
Okay.
Give me knowledge, kind of in a sense what Dr. Cotton was saying. It was a fair exchange. I give them knowledge. They give me knowledge and experience, sometimes a space to be myself. And then other times, vice versa, I'm giving them intimacy and not just form of sex, right? In the form of intimacy and rubbing feet and being someone that will listen to them. Because sometimes women at a certain age, they just want somebody to hear about their damn day, and the men that's their age just too stubborn to listen. So I'm just open up. I'm gonna go pour you wine. I'm gonna run your bath water. I'm gonna get you right. But that's how I feel about it. I ain't gonna go into my whole thing because y'all I got you. Go ahead, Phil.
I know he's sitting over there biting at the nails, man. He can't.
Hey, because when Phil do these conversations, he's just trying to get me to rope myself. I see what's going on over here. So sometimes what you gotta do is you gotta.
I just like to hear the experience.
Listen, because you wow. You see me trying to really be careful. Gotta be careful.
I love, man.
Got
I
to be
like
careful.
hearing the experiences, bro. That's all.
I got to be more careful.
Okay.
I do to answer the question.
Hold on, real quick. I do believe.
Mm-hmm. But I do like Dr. Cotton's perspective, though.
Okay.
When she talks about it, I love her perspective as well.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Okay. By dating an older person, older woman, do you feel like it gives you more a mature sense of having someone in your relationship with someone at your age?
Absolutely.
Does it teach you to basically know how? Does that older woman teach you how to treat a woman or how you should be with your woman going forth?
See, I love that you said it. The fact that I'm with an older woman is because I know how to treat a woman.
Okay.
That's what usually gets me in the door.
Because you already know how to treat.
I am a lady and I am a romantic. So
I hear that.
Yeah.
Listen to this fat boy.
He always gotta give me trouble. No, really, because that's my thing. Like I'm
So you feel like
romance.
it's by with an older woman is your
They can appreciate it more.
they appreciate
There it is.
They can appreciate it.
Appreciate it more,
Yeah.
which then
Which is
allows
very
me
rare.
to grow more confidence, right? And so
Exactly.
when I start dating women when I mess with women in my age, I really know you ain't even really in my league because
she's not appreciating.
Because you're not appreciating that. I know I have this grown woman spinning in circles over here, and you talking about what you can and can't do, girl. Get on up out of here.
So you said spinning in circles, then?
He got everybody. He
Got you going in circles.
Hey,
He's getting y'all giggly in the chair.
But dog, that's a great question, though. That's a great question. That's really. I was kind of hinting towards that with Dr. Cotton. I'm a little opposite than most younger men. So, because I can do the jazz festivals, I can I've been an old man my whole life. So literally, I've been an old man my whole life. So I'm really old. And so as I started to hang out with older women, they be like, you really old for real. Like you really an old man for real. And I'm an old soul. So that's also a thing but Dr. Cotton made a great point. I learned from them a lot. I learned a lot. And their appreciation helps me appreciate the romantic side of me.
Gotcha.
Because I think that the young women bring more the player side of me out.
Gotcha. All right, Rhonda.
So for me, 2 nickels is where I kind of draw the line.
A hard 55.
Yeah. I don't want nothing that's my kid's age at all. And then 2, for me, a lot of times younger men don't have experiences that I have. So, it makes it a little difficult that because I don't do and grumble about certain things, I don't act out about certain things, they kind of think that I don't care or I'm not interested. It's not that. It's just that some of these things are not a big deal for me. So they're not deal breakers. So I don't fuss about things that are not deal breakers, and if it's a deal breaker, you're going to know it's broke because we're not having a conversation anymore. But I just believe that for me, nobody young, and they can be youthful and all that stuff. You have people that you hang around and they're, younger men and younger women that you have friends, but me in a relationship with someone like that, no, sir.
All right, let's go to
She's not having it.
Heather said she's not giving any ideas. Oh, that's for the next topic. That's for the main topic. Ideas.
Heather is moving right along.
That's all right. Yeah, so we still gonna get into it though.
Said nah. Jack said nah. Pause, fat boy. I paused it. Pause.
All right. Oh, that was the one on the phones. We don't check phones in my house. We can ask for my phone at any given time, and I can do the same with his. But it's against the law now, so you can't do it no more, Heather. I'm just
I
telling.
mean, no, I
I'm
mean,
just
listen,
kidding.
if y'all have,
I'm just playing.
because it's also based on y'all relationship. If y'all have that level of transparency, and like
Yeah.
Dr. Cotton said, if if no one has anything to hide, then it shouldn't be an issue anyway.
Yeah,
And
it's
if
not
you
going to
do
be an
something to
issue.
hide, then start deleting your stuff, bro.
Well, how about just don't do things, period?
Dr. Cotton said, get George out of here. Here he
Mama
goes.
said.
No, you know, this is the thing about checking phones. First of all, you know,
Need
people do it as you know, it starts off like a little game. You know, you have your phone sitting down and they'll say, "Oh, I just picked it up, you know, I just want to see this or whatever." But then if you're doing anything that makes that person uncomfortable,
Mhm.
then they start getting more engaged into wanting to check your phone, wanting to see it, or talking about, let me use your phone, or let me make a phone call, or whatever, because now, for whatever reason, you have them feeling or thinking a certain way that something is going on. So
Right.
now they're trying to see and verify.
Yeah.
But I tell people a lot of times when you start doing certain things that you shouldn't be doing, or you trying to figure out what's happening, if you get an answer that you don't like, then you're going to be really upset. So a lot of times you should probably sometimes just leave things alone. And whatever the person's really doing, then you just need to say, hey, I just need to know what's happening. And if you are a person that believes that, you know, who a person really is eventually shows up, that person is going to show up because they cannot not be them.
Mhm.
You
I
know,
agree.
we sit around a lot of times and give excuses for somebody's behavior when they're just showing us who they are, you know. And if that's you, then guess what I need to do? I need to accept that's you. But the other part of it is I need to decide if I want to
Wanna
deal with
continue.
that part of you.
Come on now.
Right.
And if I don't, then I need to move on. I can't
Right,
be
right.
hanging with you.
Just I'm 7 years younger than my husband, and it does not make him feel youthful. Yes, it do, Heather, and I know who you are.
Yeah.
He's happy as I don't know
Yeah.
what. I
I
bet
know
you
he
feel
feeling
young.
young.
Get
I
out
know
of
he
here with
feeling young.
that.
I know he feeling
because Heather's she's a fun type. She like to do things
Right.
like that. Now I know I'm not gonna say her husband's name because I don't want, I don't
Yeah,
have
don't be.
I don't have permission.
Yeah, keep
So,
your lips closed.
I do
Stephen.
know, I mean, he's a cool cat, and I know you know how some people Heather, don't beat me up for this. You know how some people, because you're with a younger person, you still want to feel that you can do it. You got it. That's what I kind of say like that her husband do is like he still does it. He still tries to be cool, whatever. And I can't say it's just because of her or anything like that or whatever, but that's probably just the dynamics of their relationship or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, Heather, so don't come at me. She's gonna But I don't care what you say. I know he feels youthful when he's with you.
I
So
know he do.
gone with that, girl. I have no time for someone younger than me. Is it the opposite for us though? For men, especially older men.
Older men like younger
wants a younger woman because
Because what?
because
Be honest, you're a wild woman.
I'll say younger women are basically are still kind of like I don't know if I'm saying this right. Not finding themselves, but
You could tell them what to do.
they're not telling what to do. It's kind of like no. It's kind of like the younger women maybe want to do other things. Like I don't want to grow. Like if the person that I end up with next, I want to be able to do things without feeling like I'm old. Like we too old to go do that. Like amusement parks, for instance. You know what I'm saying?
But what kind of older ladies are y'all messing with? That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't. But I'm just saying, if I had an older woman or whatever, a woman older than me or whatever, she's still gonna want to do some sort of useful thing because I'm useful at heart still.
I got an
You see what I'm
example.
saying?
But you have to. So this is the thing about being in a relationship with somebody that's older. You need to make sure that when you're choosing that person and they're choosing you, whoever she is, she's already doing it. So if she's always on the go, if she likes to hang out, if she's busy with activities, she's doing traveling and all that, that's the core of who she is. That's not going to stop because she don't
Right.
want nobody that's not going to be able to move around because she's busy.
Right.
But if you have somebody that's maybe chill, a lot of times people don't do things because they don't know what to do. So it may take someone to come in that's opposite of them to kind of just stir them up to start doing things. Because when you get older, a lot of things with older women and older men is that they've been working a lot. So they've worked all their life, just grinding. Now they get to the point that when I'm able to sit back, chill, and relax, I want to chill and relax, but I still want to do something if I'm with someone that is adventurous, that wants to go places and travel and, you know, show me things to do. So they'll do that. But, you know, a person will already show you who they are. If, you know, if they're not doing anything, not going anywhere when you meet them, then more than likely they're not going to do or go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess it does, you know, depends on the person, you know. I mean, because some older guys don't, you know, like to do much things. I'm just an older guy that's young at heart. You know what I mean? So if it's
you're an older guy that's young.
Hey, the comment says stop stalling. The comment says where's no comment on the younger women fuel
I just
or older
commented.
women
I'm
fuel?
commenting. That's
I'm
what I'm
just saying. Get him, mama.
I'm
Get
getting
him. Because he over there teetering and tottering and stuttering over there. What's going on, brother?
I gotta
Do
make
you
sure
like
I'm
younger
politically
women? What you
correct on
thinking?
here.
Oh, now you getting politically correct. Oh, okay. Well, let me ask you. What do you prefer? Do you think that younger women make older men feel more youthful?
I prefer to be with anybody that's basically on the same page.
Here we go, spinning. Here we go, spinning.
No, seriously, she has to be on the same. Like I like to do things like amusement park bowling. I like to do, you know what I'm saying? I don't.
So you like
I'm
young
not,
girls?
I'm not a sitter. No, but if it's a younger girl that's around that likes that with me and doing that, I'm cool with it. But if my girl, if she's and we're on the same age, whatever, and we're still, you know, because she could be young at heart as well. That could be just my mate, another woman that's you know young at heart or whatever, and we are kicking it and having fun. Rhonda, why you sick? Oh, I thought she was shaking her head. I was looking at the other.
Because he's spinning. Because
No.
she see you spinning.
No,
He's spinning like a dreidel. You're just spinning around.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Hey, you funny as hell.
I know he just dodging everything.
He's
He can't
dodging the whole
he
thing.
can't even come correct with a
Man,
whole.
they're crazy for that one.
Let him tell that you're right.
No,
I told you, Heather.
I know. Yeah, I definitely know you make them feel younger, Heather. For sure.
Mom says, been done with that. I'm okay. I can do nothing younger. Sorry.
I can't do nothing younger. Yeah.
But what do you consider younger? I mean, I know like me, younger is like going to club. I ain't going to clubs and kicking it at, you know, at the clubs or anything like
My
that.
mama probably like Dr. Cotton. She probably had a hard 55 too. A hard 50 or something like that.
Is that the age, right? Hard 50?
The hard 55, the double nickel. The double nickel. Double nickel like MJ in the garden.
No stuff.
No, for real. I was gonna say something. Funny part about it, I just was actually telling my mom this. Like, I have a range. 25 and younger to about 18. I get action with, but really I really get 40 to about 60 something. That's really like who appreciate me. Everybody else just be full of just dreidel, just full of garbage, just spitting.
Well, you have 25 and younger, you the good time boy. That's what that is.
25 and younger, right? I'm teaching them stuff. I'm showing them.
I see you watching.
Yeah.
Don't comment, you guys. Anybody come in, you guys
40,
you can
40
comment.
and older,
right?
I'm like a.
Yeah, 40 and older, you get in practice. So when you decide to get married, you know,
yeah,
opening doors, you're doing all the right things.
Rob says, when I was young, I used to date an older woman, and I agree with Fat Boy. In that fact, I like the idea of having them mesmerized, like, why this young man want me? Type shit. Yeah.
No older women ain't had a young boy touch them in a long
Long
time.
time. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, man. No, for real, Phil.
That's what
That's
it
the
is.
real
That's
truth.
what it is.
And I swear to you,
Boy,
I
ain't
listen.
that
I will
in
tell.
20 years.
Oh, no joke, Dr. Cotton, for real. I would tell women, this older women especially, they be 50, 47, 45, 46, be like, you know, because I'm younger. And I'd be like, one thing you can't hide from me is how impactful the touch of a man is to a woman.
No.
The proper touch of a man.
Right.
One thing you
Yeah, I was gonna
cannot,
say.
like the proper touch of a man is nothing like you've ever been through or dealt with before. And when you understand that, things are a little bit different for you.
Look, that boy done got into his philosophy professor. Them hands start moving, boy. He about to go into a
Exactly, right?
sermon over here.
Hey, Tori, what's up? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Walking through a museum or being able to have a conversation that's articulate and progressive with a person of any age is sexy.
I agree.
And we're gonna talk about some
And that's
sexy ways
usually-
later. Yeah,
Tori,
we're gonna talk about that.
I salute you.
Yes,
I
yes.
agree.
That's
I
a good
agree.
one. All right.
I agree.
All right, man.
Jules, I like it.
All right, man.
We're going to history of blackness?
Yes.
Let's get it.
So as usual, you know what I'm saying? We got to get our history and blackness in with my boy Fat Boy. You know what I'm saying? It's coming up in just a minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Fat Boy.
All right. All right. Okay, today's history and blackness is brought special. This is a special one to us. It's Viola. You ready?
Yeah. No, I
Put
got
the
the
picture
wrong.
up.
I got the wrong one. Go ahead.
Look, you got all the wrong pictures. Where the right picture at?
Go ahead. Keep going.
This is the history of blackness today is a special one. It's Viola Fletcher, born in 1914. She's the oldest known living survivor of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre. She's 109 years old. At the age of 7, Fletcher lived through a violent destruction of Greenwood, a thriving black community in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Her family fled their home with nothing but the clothes they wore, and the community was left in ruins. Throughout her life, Fletcher has remained committed to sharing her story, becoming a voice for justice and reparations. In 2023, she co-authored her memoir, Don't Let Them Bury My Story, in which she recounted her traumatic experiences and emphasizes the importance of remembering the massacre's legacy. In 2020, Fletcher, along with other survivors, filed a lawsuit against the city of Tulsa, the Tulsa Board of Commissioners, and the Oklahoma Military Department, seeking reparations for the lasting impacts of the massacre. The plaintiffs argue that the destruction of Greenwood had a multi-generational effect on Tulsa's Black community. However, in July 2023, the case was dismissed by an Oklahoma district court, marking a significant legal setback. Despite this, Fletcher continues to advocate for justice, having testified before Congress and traveled internationally to raise awareness of the ongoing fight for reparations.
That's it, man. And also, man, I want to give her flowers. Did you mention her age?
Yeah, 109.
109. And if you guys don't know, that's like
Where a picture? Oh, there she is.
Yeah. She's considered what do you call a super centurion? Did I say that right? Doc?
Yeah.
Super centennial. Did I say it right?
Centennial. Super centennial.
Yes.
What does that mean, y'all?
So
Talk to me.
basically, it's like it's like the age-related disease until shortly before the maximum human lifespan is reached.
Right.
So basically, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like she just basically her health or whatever, it doesn't disintegrate until just her whole lifespan. It reaches her whole lifespan. You know what I mean?
And how old is that? What's the average?
The oldest one was 117. And she's like one out of every 1 out of 1,000 you know, every
Yeah, but they've been like if you go over in the forest, the rain tree forest
Mhm.
areas, there are people over there that live to be 110, 120.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you guys know, but there's a cookbook out called The Blue Zone.
Mhm.
And The Blue Zone is actually a book that came out by a gentleman that actually has studied and researched why these people live so long.
Mhm.
So the Blue Zone, there's certain foods that they eat, and everything really is all natural. So there's no preservatives. They don't have all these artificial things added into their foods, and it literally goes from the ground to the table. And
Wow.
so they don't have,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
health
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and stuff that we have. And that's really why, back in the day, people could live a
Mhm.
long time, because before they started trying to figure out how to preserve food to last for a long time on the shelf, your food literally came out of the ground to your table every day
Mhm.
and was prepared and cooked, and then you ate, and you going about your business, and people stayed healthier. That's why people would be 100 and something years of age and looking like they in their 60s or 70s,
Yeah.
because of the way, the food that they
That's
were
how I
eating.
be look like I'm 100. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
I'm trying to get mine off for real. real.
That's real talk. Hey, Heather said in the Bible, she said in the Bible there were having children at her age.
Yeah,
What
they
the
was.
heck?
Yeah, but I love Heather, whoever she is, because Heather is all on it.
Be
So
on
in
it,
the
don't
Bible,
you?
you
Yeah.
go to the book of Genesis, and Genesis really explains how long that we were supposed to live. We were
Wow.
supposed to live for eternity.
Wow.
Methuselah actually lived for eternity, almost 1,000 years of age. And the
Mhm.
only reason why things started changing was because of sin.
Mhm.
Sin started cutting our life expectancies down. But
Mm.
if you look at,
And the
you
food
go
that we
to
eat.
Abraham, you go to Moses, he lived to be 100 and something, but Noah was 500 years old before he ever had his first child.
Mm-mm.
And then he was 600 and something years of age when the storm came.
That's crazy.
So we were supposed to live long lives. It's just the fact that corruption,
Yeah.
happened, and it started cutting our life expectancy down. So, I mean, when people say that they're, when you see people living in it, I don't know if many people have been able to do like their genealogy and have their life history as far as family history, research, and go back to the cemeteries where you see how old the oldest people were that lived. So on my dad's side, my great grandfather, his families they were living beyond 105, 110,
Right.
112. So in my head, if they living that long, I can live to be at least 150.
Right?
Because,
You would
Yeah.
think, right?
I think it's also too the way we think about it. I don't think back then they thought about death like that.
They just
They
live.
were too busy living.
But then, like you said too, it was the diet, the food,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Which now with all the stuff that is in the food, sometimes I think a lot of stuff is in these foods too. So many people won't be on this earth. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I mean, purposely, seriously. I really truly do believe that. But I want to give her flowers, Viola Fletcher. You know what I'm saying? For
holding it down for
holding it down for so long.
History of
Man.
Blackness, y'all.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right, man. Well, let's get into the
We're
next
moving right
one.
along.
On to the next one. On to the next one.
What's this next one?
Is it a black man's responsibility to protect black women when they say they don't want or need them?
So I think you have
Yeah,
to
you
look
need-
at it
you
in the
need to cut out
context
on
in
Dr.
which
Cotton, that's
it's
all.
being said. It's not a man's responsibility to protect a woman if she does not want to be protected. That is not his role. And then you got to look at it. Why is it that you need him to protect you? You know, because as a woman, if you're whatever you're doing in your life, you know, normally if you're married, your husband is your protector. You know, he's your covering. So he's the one that should be looking out for you. Now, if you're telling your husband you don't need him, then why did you get married? But, you know, for women that are single, I think men have a role in, not that it is your responsibility, but if you are a man of color and substance and integrity, and you see a sister, she ain't got to be your mother. She don't have to be your sister, your aunt, your grandmother. But if you see something going down that's not right, you should step in. You should step in and make sure she's good. It doesn't mean you got to be hitting on her. Hey, are you good? That's like I see somebody, an older person crossing the street, and I'm walking and they need some help. I'm not sitting there saying, well, that's not my mom or that's not my dad. You know, I can be in the grocery store and, you know, trying to pay for their groceries. If the Lord tell me to pay, I'm going to pay for their groceries. I'm not saying that's not my mom and my dad. Sometimes the responsibility of other people make you become a better person because you're doing things that somebody else can't do.
To me, I mean, I don't know, and of course, probably to Fat Boy, because we're men. No, and I could be wrong. I think it's a natural instinct for us as a black man for it to be our responsibility for our black women. You know, if I see my black woman being tortured outside of here, that she don't have to be kin to me. I don't have to know her, but I know that she needs help. I'm going to jump and help.
But that's that's how you were raised, Steve.
Right.
Everybody is not raised that way. So if you look at what's going on nowadays, what's happening right now in America with people of color, we have men against men, women against women, women and men against each other. We don't like one another because we're looking at the color of each other's skin. Well, you too light, you too dark, your hair this way, your hair that way. I don't like the way you dress. I don't like the way you're looking at me. So when we're always trying to look at a person and sum them up, instead of just saying, hey, I don't have to have no attachment to you to do for you. If it's something you need, whatever I can do to help you out, then that's what I'm going to do. And when I do it, I'm done. I'm walking away. I'm not expecting you to do anything back. I think a lot of it is with men, when women are asking or don't ask and they're trying to help, women sometimes can be like, well, I don't want the help because I don't know what you're wanting afterwards. So
I think sometimes I don't know. These days, it's more of the attitude of a woman to say, "Oh, I don't need your help. I don't need your," you know what I mean?
I think that's also, this is a thing I've learned with that. That's also a defense mechanism for women. And as men, Heather made a great point about this. As men, when you are, she says, it's an interesting thought. My take on it is, if a man does it naturally, a woman will feel protected, which makes it attractive and safe.
Exactly.
I agree. I think that when you're just a natural protector, you don't have to. You're not going. I'm going to protect you regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I see you out there by yourself, I'm gonna stop a little bit. I'm gonna see what's going on, right? And wait a second, hey, ma'am, you okay? That's just how I was raised. I'm a natural protector. And I actually have an example of this. Like I worked with a sister, and they were talking about how this sister was so mean and she's so mean. And I would speak to this sister every day, right? Every day, and she would be like, wouldn't speak to me. And one day I almost let her shell break me, right? And I just like, I'm not gonna speak to her no more. But something said to me, never not speak to no sister. That was just what I said. And the next day I spoke to her again. And do you know what? She walked up and she said, you know what, brother? I've been hearing you speak to me and I apologize. And ever since then, we spark and we speak to each other because I didn't stop who I was as a black man because of her shell.
Yeah, and that's key because a lot of times we get offended by other people who
Yeah.
don't respond to us.
The way
So
we want them to.
if I'm constantly trying to give and give and give,
Mhm.
and you don't want to receive, so now I start becoming offended.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
now you're picking up somebody else's again that baggage. You picking somebody else's baggage up that don't belong to you.
That don't belong to you.
But you start altering you because of what they're doing.
Mhm.
So when you continue to be yourself, I tell people all the time, hey, I don't sleep with you. I didn't wake up to you. None of that. So if I say hello, your mouth need to open and say hello. That's just how I am. I don't care what's going on. And if we need to have a conversation because you're going through something, then
Then talk
let's
to
sit
me.
down and have that conversation. But
Yeah.
we're not going to be rude. That's rudeness to me.
Right,
You know?
right. Well,
So
you know, that's one thing I learned about, you know, especially when I this is crazy. All right, when we first met, you know, and we started hanging out and stuff, like Fat Boy will speak to any and every
everybody.
brother and sister that he's seen, every one of them. And me, I'm with him or whatever. I'm like, man, I don't know. They always said nothing, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it started getting kind of like contagious.
Yeah.
Then we go in a liquor store somewhere or whatever and be like, hey, what's up, black man? Hey, what's up, black man? You know what I'm saying? It just always been, you know, so it's a good thing. That's a good thing. Thanks, Gussie. I see Gussie's in the house.
My
and
boy
I see,
Jeremiah said that. He said that at homecoming.
Jermaine's in the house.
He said, you really about this black shit, huh?
Mhm.
I said, I really am. I really love us. I really love us.
Yeah.
I love sisters. Like,
Mhm.
I love them, right?
Mhm.
I can't get enough of them. And my mom and my daughters, and God has blessed me with women to protect anyway.
Yeah.
So my natural instinct is protection for the
Yeah.
black woman.
It's-
Anyway.
But you see what you just said? You just said my mom, my
Exactly.
daughters,
Mhm.
which a lot of times is what some men reject.
Mhm.
And they reject it because maybe their growing up experience was not so great.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mom didn't have everything to supply all of their needs.
Right.
They did not get what other kids were getting. Mom may have had an issue. She might have had a mental situation. She might have had an addiction. So all the things that they were looking for and wanting mom to do, she didn't do it. And when mom doesn't do it and the color of her skin represents me, guess what? When I see everything that looks like my mother, I don't want it.
That's true.
Mhm.
I don't want it. I don't want that because everything that stood for me that I thought was going to love me now has hurt me. I don't want that.
Mhm.
I don't want this. So I got to find something else because that right there, oh, it's not good to me.
Mhm. Mhm.
But you got to, you know, that's when you got to understand who you are. It's like, yeah, we're born to these humans that, you know, have us, and God put them together strategically to create you because that's the image he has of you.
Mhm.
But once the creation has happened, as you get older and you start learning things, you got to start learning how to forgive at a young age.
Yeah.
Forgive mom because she don't have the stability or the mental capacity to do what she needs to do for us. Forgive mom because, you know, she has an addiction.
Mhm.
And the addiction started from somewhere. So until she understands where the addiction actually started from and why it started, it can't be handled. Forget dad that he walked away and never came back. Because why? His daddy walked away and never came back.
Mhm.
So I duplicate what I've been shown.
Right.
Mhm.
And that's
I copy the cat that was in front of me.
yeah. You know,
And
I've done that type of thing where I ain't, you know, because you know how crazy people are out here in the streets now. I mean, crazy,
Mhm.
you know, and you know, you go in and try to protect somebody or somebody that you don't know, and potentially something can happen to you.
Mhm.
But by having that natural instinct, it's kind of like it didn't occur to me. It didn't think, you know, like I was telling you guys about last, you know, when one of my ex, where you know somebody came up to the car while I was in the store, and I jumped out there and being like, you know, I didn't know if this person had a gun. I didn't think about it. You know, he could have been Gary the robber, so I don't know. But it's that natural instinct or whatever to protect that woman. You know what I mean, for something to happen or whatever. You know, I don't know if any of us have that still as far as the younger generation or whatever, but if their moms brought them up like our mom brought us up, then, you know, hopefully that's the case. So to answer that question, I would say, regardless on what a woman thinks, as far as needing a man to protect her anyway.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. King.
Protect her anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because could have been something she could have been through or whatever, to where, you know what I'm saying, she feel it, but when it's needed and it happens, she's gonna be like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna think twice about it. You know what I mean?
Well, Heather says, I worked with a guy who never opened the door for women, and his reason is equal employment opportunity. You can open your own door. Funny thing is, the more we worked together and talked, he began to hold the door and open the door for me. When we worked late, he waited instead of leaving. He naturally is a protector, but didn't use the power because the women we worked with. But when he saw the level of maturity and respectfulness we had as people, he showed up. I never said anything because he was crazy enough to stop it. But I knew if something went down when we worked late, he would be there to make sure I got home safe. Whatever, and I missed the bottom of it. But that's the truth. So it goes to show she kept talking to him, she kept speaking to him, you know. And I think the barrier is when you're consistent in being consistent.
Who you are.
The core of who you are is constantly showing up. So you're not changing up because somebody else's attitude sucks. You're still showing up as you. So eventually what happens, either they're going to like you or they're going to love you.
Tori, I like that. I like that too.
Yeah.
Tori. Sometimes in our blackness, we forget about our humanity. And if we get back to our community, we get back to that, our community would be amazing. Yes, that's true facts right there. I see that Jamie, I see you. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm looking at people on Instagram watching this too. So come on in and join in on here. Yeah, but that is true. You know, the blackness we get about our own humanity. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in our blackness we forget about our humanity. For real. You know, our humanity.
I agree.
You know, because of what society or I want to say what the pressure and the manipulation that the white man, and I'm just going to say it, you know, put on us, you know, and stresses us out as to, you know, where we forget who we are sometimes and where we come from
and what we are.
But if you think about it, you know, I think sometimes we have to stop, and I think we are the only culture that it is a multiplicity of different shades of black. And I mean that.
That is true.
And when you see us, you see so many different shades of color. There is not one thing that they can just say it's just black. So the fact is this: how did we get there? Because we came over as Africans. We've been over here since then. And now we have diversed out to so many other shades. That wasn't because that, you know, those that came over, that there was nothing left. That means that there were other people thought enough of the people that were here that, hey, I love who that person is. I want to be a part of that. And even though I cannot say that my child is European, but I can give them something that people say they don't like.
Right.
So you give them what you don't like, and it multiplies.
Right.
And we've been multiplying ever since. So we have to stop sitting there being judgmental about, you know, what we look like and all of this stuff, and understand that we're coming in all kinds of shades. So the fact that we're doing that, and every time you have a biracial baby born and they got 1 ounce of blood, you call them what?
Black. Exactly. That is facts. Oh man, that's good. I like that, y'all. I like that. All righty. Y'all want the next topic?
Come on, you just geeked over there.
Well, sometimes we gotta have this, you know. Even though because Heather made a comment earlier about, you know, she wasn't gonna, you know, tell her secrets, I guess, or she's not giving any ideas because she want to keep it for herself. But that ain't fair. Let some people know how you I don't want to be all up in your business, girl. But anyway,
Are we on to the next
the
topic?
next topic, yes. Ideals. And how many do you have? No. Ideals on how to spice up things in the bedroom.
Mhm.
Ideals on how to spice up things. And I want to, Toy, I see you, Toy. That's my little niece. And Diamond Purple, I see you. Comment on it if you like. Fat Boy, you got any ideas?
I'm gonna let y'all take this one. I'm gonna ride this one out. I got some stuff though. I got some stuff for you. I want you to go ahead because you've been teeter-tottering all day. You've been dreidel over there. Come on, dreidel. What you got? What you got? Give me some ideas, man. I need some of that seasoned game.
Okay, before we leave too, I want Diamond just ask, can we talk about how this generation is different from how we were raised? Yes, we will get into that before we leave though. We will.
We can talk about that.
Yeah. Ideas on how to spice up things in the bedroom.
I agree. Come on, Diamond.
The bedroom role
I can think that's one of them. That's one of them.
You know what?
Role playing's good.
That's probably like one of the things I've never did is role play.
A role play?
I want to try to just to see how fun it is.
I role play.
What'd you do? What'd you play like?
I don't want to know. Shut up. I've walked a girl like a dog before.
Ooh, damn.
You walked. Oh, I walked a girl like a dog. I was a teacher.
Oh, you sure it went the other way around?
No, I never been walked like a dog.
I don't think. Hey, Ron, I don't think he's telling us.
Come on, y'all know I'm transparent. If I've been walking like a dog, I'll tell you I've been walking like a dog. No, I don't care. No, I'm just. No, I walked a girl like a dog before. Mm-hmm. I was a teacher, and the girl was a naughty student. I've done that one. Mm-hmm. What else have I done? I've done a few little role plays. Have you
done it with older women?
Huh?
Have you done it with older women?
I have not.
No?
That's a great, I have not. I have to, sometimes, I ain't gonna lie to you, sometimes, and this is all just, I have to baby step women.
I'm liking all these ideas Diamond got right now.
Yeah, I like her. Yep, nursing patient. I've done that one.
Cowboy.
Diamond is over here teaching class.
Yeah. He did that. Yeah. No.
I know, right?
Teachers and students is always great. Teachers, students always great because you can bring out the little whip and whoop them with it. Mm-hmm. Shut up, George. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever did a role play. I mean, I've done romantic things. I've done different, the positions and all that type of thing, but role play, I've never. Role play's cool. That's really cool. Interesting. I thought maybe I got too old for the role play part once I got older.
I like that.
But I think that's fun though.
See, you talk about he don't be acting younger.
Yeah. First of all, you ain't gonna tell us nothing. We played Robert, man. Yeah. Mr. Robert, man. And he wears a mask.
Now
I think
this one, Diamond, I want to save it for my wife.
Or acting like you don't know each other.
This one I kind of want to save for my wife.
Like you first met.
I really do. I
would do that with
this one. I want to kind of save for this one. Yeah, this one is something to definitely keep your marriage. This is a marriage saver right here. I think that this is very interesting for when y'all been working really hard and the intimacy has been low lately. I think this right here in a marriage will change the trajectory of the relationship.
Well,
I really do.
I agree.
I really do because it gives you a chance to. I would do it in dating. It's cool in dating because it's practice, but I think that it's more. I think it's more impactful in a relationship or in a marriage.
I think so.
Like for a Rob, it grows more legs. And the funny part about this is me and Rob have these conversations all the time. Like I joke with Rob, like I really get a married man really the real juice, the real sauce, because what happens is once you become married, you don't just do the stuff you used to do when you were single. Mm-hmm. But if you do the single stuff to your wife when you married, you really will be the man. For real. Mm-hmm. But that's a great one. I like that one.
All right, I'm gonna go through a list. Also acting like an office worker doing an interview.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I can these some good ideas.
These some great ideas. Miss Purple.
What you laughing
Miss
about,
Purple.
Cotton?
I like Miss Purple now. Come
Miss
on,
Cotton,
Cotton.
what you got? You got any ideas? What you got?
Who?
You.
Miss Cotton got some ideas. I got ideas too, y'all. I'm ready.
What you got?
What you got? We
No, Diamond has some, she has good ideas.
Now you teeter-totter. You.
Diamond has good ideas. She does.
Dr. Cotton, bless it.
I'm seriously help your women out. What do you have?
No, so this is the thing. When you're in a relationship, this is why you have to know you're in a good relationship. Because this stuff you don't just want to be doing with anybody.
Yeah,
right.
You really want to do it with somebody that you feel that you're special and you can trust.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do some things and it goes wrong, now you're going to be mad and they're going to be mad. And then sometimes they try to put your business out in the street. So you really, really mad, like ready to kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but still, like, the question is,
give
what's
us
the
some
idea?
No, so I think, so this is some of the things that you can do when you're in a relationship, when you're married. Your husband can be at home or the wife can be at home, and you act like it's your first date. They're coming over, and it's you can have on your little rain jacket or robe with absolutely all naturality underneath.
Come on now, Dr.
She said all
Cotton.
naturality.
Come on now, Dr. Cotton.
But and then just make things special, because at the end of the day, when you have been going through so much and you've been doing a lot, you're fatigued mentally.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to have to come home and deal with somebody that is not, that doesn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
So you do the things you need to do to spice up. It don't have to always be in your bedroom.
We don't.
Find all other places,
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through a list, and you guys let me know what you guys think as far as if this is would that spice up things like later in the bedroom? Okay. And it don't sound okay. I'm just going shopping.
What?
Going shopping.
It can be, right?
Would that spice up the bedroom? Is going shopping?
What we shopping for?
Yeah, I was gonna say it depends on what
you. Okay.
So buy new lingerie.
Yep.
Update your bras, your panties,
yep.
And even men, your underwear. You got to still look good
Have
too.
Her pick you out some underwear,
and make your husband, go wild. Because we just gonna say if you're married. Go wild with your new purchase. Step out. Out your comfort zone.
I agree.
I think that spices up a relationship, even if it's mainly marriage too, like y'all said earlier, because once you're married, you don't do those type of things no more. Go shopping with her and get, and then be like, she sport that bad boy that night, and you be like, ooh, shit, you know what I mean? And things getting started, So I think that's a good one. That's a good one. What about bathing together?
Bathing them is awesome.
That's good.
So bathing together.
Men, listen to this, kings. I've been trying to tell Jackson this. We just literally talk about this. Bathing a woman is probably one of your greatest weapons that you'll ever have. It's the most sensual thing that you can do. It's a way to you have not really had a woman until you've had her mentally. Mm-hmm. I repeat,
facts.
You have not really had a woman until you've had her mentally.
True.
Bathing a woman is a key way to take her brain mentally, because it allows you to, one, like Dr. Cotton say, show that you care for her with action. It also allows you to be sensual. It also allows you to already have her in a vulnerable position. And so this allows you to understand tone of voice. This allows you to understand vibration, touch, and all of these things. Bathing is very, very good. It's awesome. Take it from Fat Boy. I really be knowing these things, y'all.
So, all right, let's get to the next one now. Talk about it. Just talking about it. Talking about sex, like
I do this
in bed.
I do this. So I talk about it on dates. So when I'm dating, when I used to date, when I was in a relationship, I will always like flirt with her, like during the table, like, you know, you look really good. Like I eat you at the table type. I'm always constantly flirting, constantly whispering in her ear. It's always because I need this. Because if I ain't got this, I don't want it, honestly. So I'm constantly whispering. Yep, I agree. Go ahead. Next. What you got?
I'm sorry, Diamond, you distracted me.
Yeah.
I know Diamond over here firing it off like
You put flowers in the water, and
Yep.
then what was the other one? And another woman forget also grooming your man
Yep.
is sexy
Yep.
too.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Ooh, man. Anyway,
Helping them pick out fragrances and things like that.
no, man. No,
Yeah, for real.
people that got nervous over there.
I got nervous over
What you
here.
got? Come on, what else?
What about texting your partner?
Yep.
So sometimes
Yeah.
spice up the bedroom starts with picking up the phone. You know, yes, that's right. Sending a sex text is a perfect way to spice up the bedroom.
I agree.
You know, I haven't had a sexy text message in a long time.
Damn, Phil.
I ain't. It's been too long. That's why all these ideas, man. I gotta get back on it.
That is sexy. I agree.
She said, like for example, not wearing panties on the date.
I love it. That's gonna get very wicked fast. Cause I could get real nasty real fast. So that'll get you in trouble. No, for real, since we been that dope, that'll get
conversation.
that'll turn the date wicked real quick. That'll turn the date wicked real fast.
Oh, why I bring this up?
For real.
Okay.
Phil was over there having a hard day.
The whole thing going over there. And he tripping. I feel
man.
like, really?
No, man, I just
He
feel
done
like
went down. He is man down.
I
Man
need
down.
a girlfriend talking like this, man.
What up, Phil? Hi, Nick.
Make Nick's in the house. What up? What about make it a priority?
Like setting a date
Yeah,
for y'all?
sometimes when we want to spice up our love life with our husband, we have to make it a priority. So evaluate how to do this. Perhaps is it scheduling the sex, putting it on your to-do list, or maybe as simple as making. I don't know.
Listen.
Making it a priority.
This works. I've got some game for you. This works, Phil. Listen.
I don't know about that.
Prime example. You got a woman you like.
Mm-hmm.
You tell her, in 3 weeks, we're going here. From Friday to Sunday, we going on a date. I'm taking you on a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You got 3 weeks to romance her before the date. So by the time you pick this woman up, where you at, Dr.
Build
Cotton?
anticipation.
Where you at? You in the head. So by the time you get her on a date, everything else a layup after that, brother.
Yeah.
Anticipating and planning a day. I just told Jackson this. Me and Jackson talk about this all the time.
Is that anticipating that before, without her even knowing, or is this kind of something that she's knowing?
No, it's something that she knows because this is the thing. If you tell her, say, okay, this is what we're gonna do in 3 weeks. So now the anticipation is building up, and then every day you're constantly adding a layer to that, which makes her be excited. Like she can't wait to get there. So whatever's gonna happen and transpire, she's gonna be excited about it. And then guess what? It means to her you took the time to plan and be thoughtful and think something out specifically for her.
It's about her. It's all about her.
It wasn't about anything else. It was about her. And sometimes it's the simple things that make a woman be excited. It doesn't have to be nothing big, but if you go through a whole process of putting something together and it's thoughtful, and you feed her that a little bit every day until you actually get to the day of that. Her reality is this dude
is so fresh,
no matter what. And the fact that he took the time to do this specifically for me.
Right.
And really, a lot of times we have to understand we're still catering to the little boy and little girl inside of each other. So if I can catch the little boy inside of you, and make him remember or feel or help him with some things that he needs, then guess what happens? He's excited. And the same thing with men. If men catch a little girl inside of a woman
Over with.
and they feed and they speak to that, she's going to give you whatever you want because that is just who she is.
All right.
When you have been in a 7+ year marriage, sometimes it is getting back to the honeymoon stage. PDA is a PD.
Yes.
See, this is what men know. Men, kings. PDA will save your life.
Yeah.
PDA this is really sauce. That's really why I be saying I got sauce. PDA is really the window to foreplay. It's like the window to foreplay. You can do PDA in so many ways. It's so many ways. A subtle hand across the back, pop on the behind, a whisper in the ear, right? A hug in the store in the middle of nowhere, right? It's so many ways to use PDA to move to move the needle. I think that as men, because I even hear women be like, I don't do PDA. I said, you have just never experienced PDA because
in a natural way. Because the thing is, it could be forced, but the reality is when PDA is being done and it's done naturally, the woman does not really understand, or the man doesn't really understand that they have fallen into it and that they're okay with it because of the way that it's being done. So the fact is, when you have it's so people that say that their love language is touch. If your love language is touch and you're with someone that never touches you, that never holds your hand, that never do any of these, you notice that that is something that you don't like. But if your love language, you say, is words of affirmation or giving or whatever, if a person whose love language is touch is constantly touching you, guess what your love language becomes? Touch. Because now you've gotten used to somebody touching you, somebody caressing you, somebody giving you a little stroke. That boy cannot stop.
I'm laughing at this comment. Hey, man, big old
wait, hold on before we get to the comment. Hold on. Hey, hold on. So for those that don't know, what's PDA?
Public display of
affection.
Good. All right.
Yeah.
On the beach or going to the park.
Yeah, I don't know.
I used to do that when I was younger though too. I used to. Yeah.
Those are spontaneous as in those are good joints for like relationship. Forehead kisses forehead kisses take you over the game.
Mom said if you marry, play stranger. If you marry, play strangers, when you go out and act like it's the first time you met and make it like it's a hookup.
Yep, they did. That was in there
earlier.
Gussie said she said surprise. Also planning a date is sexy too.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Just planning it, especially if you're in a marriage.
Surprise me. I like that. I like that, Gussie Gus.
Like go buy what? Oh, like go buy her sexy dress or flowers.
This is the only thing I haven't done, and the reason why I have not done this, one, because I'm not great with the 13s, but it's a 6. It's a 6 because it's European, but it's a 32.
You got to know your girl.
I kind of stay away from this. I'll buy the shoes. I do shoes and flowers. But the dress is a little
lingerie. I don't know
the dress, but I'm on my way. I'm on my way there. I like
you about to graduate.
I gotta graduate a little bit.
I know the size
I'm still
of your
growing.
lingerie though. I can tell you that. I can get that one.
I'm still growing with you.
Strip tease like the movie.
Okay. Okay, mama.
Get me hot up in here.
Okay. That's a good one.
What Nick say?
A lot of women love when a man is spontaneous. It can't be so simple.
True. Exactly.
But I think sometimes simple is sweet.
No, simple like and boring.
Yeah. I used to have my ex come to my job and we take every hold on. Wait a minute. Your ex?
Who is this?
Hold on. I mean,
Miss Purple.
it's your ex now. I mean, it was your man at the time, right, Diamond? So I used to have my ex come to my job, and we take everything off my desk and go at it. First of all, where did you work? Did y'all get away with that?
Did they change the desk out after she left?
Did y'all sanitize?
Did they swap?
Right,
Did
right.
you swap?
Oh, here we got it, right. She replied to girl. You
No,
too
for
much.
real.
Yeah, right.
No, she on point though. She definitely on point.
Yes, I'm okay, Gus.
Yeah, now, she over there going flustered over there.
Hey man, some of these ideas.
Unexpected is sexy. I agree.
I feel like I missed out on life with some of these ideas. like also, I like the lingerie stuff I did. You know what I'm saying? The bath, the bathing, yeah. But some of these things you guys coming up with, yeah, I got to get with it. Well, my next girlfriend.
Plans are to, yep, right, Tori.
We
Big
talking
old
about
ignorant.
relationships or pimping fat boy.
We talking about relationships or pimping fat boy talking about bathing her mind. I'm talking about sauce for real. Hey, listen.
Who is that?
Hey, listen, big old my boy. As we talking about relationships and pimping.
Hey, this
Fat
sounds
Boy
like
talking
pimping
about
though,
bathing
didn't
her
it?
mind.
You manipulating that mind, baby.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
listen, man. Listen.
Oh,
Hey,
shit. Okay.
No, that's what I said, because ain't nothing pimping about that. That's just what it is. Is
That's
you know,
yeah.
forehead kisses is legendary.
Oh yeah.
I think if you set a weekend up with PDA and a forehead kiss in there, brother, don't throw a bath in there. Hey, listen. If Fat Boy ain't never taught you nothing, you better listen to these jewels I'm giving you. Hey, listen to me now.
Oh, let's back up. Oh, who was a woman?
Oh, she was a woman.
Who?
Miss Purple. Miss Purple was getting exclusive.
She was a woman.
She going crazy.
She was a woman.
Nah, I'm
at the
flustered.
office thing or what? I missed something.
Now I'm hot. I got hot as hell real quick. I don't know
She said yes. She
Hey,
said
'cause I read
yes.
that right. I said,
She said yes.
my
She said
body
yes.
started to heat up this
She
stuff.
said she was a secretary.
Okay.
She was a secretary. Where pimping come from? She said where pimping come from? Well, he's talking
He's
about
talking about
the stuff Fat Boy was talking about manipulating the woman's mind. That's kind of where the pimping came from.
I was wondering what was going on with you over there. I said,
Okay.
she said, what? I said, what? I said, what? Because I read it. Because I read it. I said, what? Okay. I said, well, I'm hot over here. Like, I'm really starting to sweat a little bit. Like, wait a minute.
But okay, what
Okay.
about switching things up? Like, I mean, I just seen an idea about coupons. You know how some,
Yeah.
That's
Yep,
dope.
you have
That's dope.
But that's what they used to call it, coochie coupons.
yeah, but it
But
wasn't just for that.
The coupon could be for, you know what I'm saying?
For many things.
Could a coupon be for her comment?
For who? Which one?
I want one of them coupons.
He's talking about diamonds.
I know, that's why my mouth was open. Like,
Hey, Doc, leave us alone, because now you're getting us all agitated at this point.
So I would bring
At this
women
point.
in and watch them go, woo, diamond feathers, forever.
I've experienced that.
But you have to be careful with that because sometimes the other person catches feelings. That's
Yes.
true. Yeah, we had and I might get them back on. Remember our couple?
Non-monogamy.
Yeah, non-monogamy. We had them on here. Damn, you have to come on when I get them back on.
Yeah, no, for sure. You'll definitely like them.
That's the question I ask about when you do things like that with certain people. Is feelings get caught up or whatever, and the whole relationship goes down from that point.
Yes,
Lady spontaneous taking him on a trip or showing up on his work when he gets off work with coat and lingerie underneath. Mm-hmm.
You missed all the jewels, Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Oh, spontaneous. Yeah, I never had that done to me. Well, I work at a dealership, so it's too many men. Though.
I like it. I like it, mama. That's a jewel.
But
a
yeah,
jewel.
yeah, that is.
Honestly, Rob, you really ain't never. All jokes aside, we literally just the last time I was at your house, we had this conversation. No, all jokes aside, me and Rob have this conversation all the time because I be like, he like this. I be like, if you really want to get it done, I got you. You set it up like this. Listen, for married men with children, for example, wife is at home. She tired of them damn kids. Go in, wash them dishes, run her bath water. While you run her bath water, get the kids together. Once you get the kids together, tell her go get her ass in that tub. While she soak, you get everything together, get the kids situated. Boom. She got the bubble bath going. You got the candles going. You got her music going. What you gonna do? You gonna bring her little favorite drink while she's sitting in the tub. Boom. Guess what you're doing downstairs? You got some food going for her. If you didn't already ordered it, kids is in the bed. They melatonin, sleep. Boom. By the time you get upstairs, no, for real, you get upstairs, boom, you bathe your woman, you get her to that room, feed her, however you want to do it, and feed her again.
Have y'all
double feed her?
Have y'all ever tried to do something spontaneous, something different, something sexy, and it goes wrong? No, I haven't.
No.
And you ever like blindfolded a female? Or male too, Rhonda. Have you ever blinded them and they trip over the table and bust their head? No. So y'all never did something that just didn't go right.
No. Because honestly, all
those is thoughtfully planned out. That's the thing. It's thoughtfully planned out.
Even if it's planned out, something could. Okay, I've seen people. I've seen people where their relationship was rocky, right? And the guy tried to do something romantic or whatever, but being that the relationship was rocky, the things that he did, it was kind of. She brought attitude. It wasn't thoughtful on her end.
It wasn't thoughtful on his end in the sense of
it was thoughtful on his end. His on his end was trying to, mend the relationship. He was trying to give something, new and spontaneous, and because he was complaining about his time and all this type of stuff or whatever. But if she's already in the mindset of being angry or so when you try to just go and do it, as opposed to not planning on doing it or whatever, it kind of goes wrong. It goes south.
I ain't had that experience.
I mean, I know you probably. I haven't had the experience, but I'm saying I've had people that I've talked to that had that experience. To the point where he tried to, try to spice up the Rick. He was trying to keep his girl, but it didn't go. It didn't go well. You know what I mean? That's why I'm just asking. Have anyone else have ever had that type of thing? Everybody get out of here. Everybody perfect ain't been perfect. All y'all out there in TV land, y'all watching, y'all know it ain't. Give me something.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is probably my expertise. I'm really batting 1,000 in this. I ain't even capping. This is something I really do. I'm really good at that. Toy. If I ain't, listen. One thing's for sure. Two things for certain. This I'm good at. I'm pretty good at it.
Trisha says she loved long time.
Yeah, I like it.
He don't have to run that water for me. Just do the dishes.
Come on now. See what I'm saying?
Keep it simple.
For real, though. Do the dishes and get you right. Dishes get you right. Hey, Fat Boy really be having Fat Boy really be giving the juice.
He said you be lacing him with game, dog.
I definitely do.
Is it game, Rob, or is it actually facts? Is it game?
We call it game, but it's really sauce. That's what it is.
He's giving you sauce.
It's just sauce on how to keep things spicy.
He'll come up to me while I'm washing the dishes and take off. Ooh,
I done this one.
Whew. Okay.
Spontaneous.
Yeah. That's the problem with these new generation women. Don't have
this is a great
attitude. Exactly.
And that's the problem with these new generations women. They have too much attitude. I agree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Yeah. Some of them worry the money instead of things.
Right.
Always requirement. I agree. But this is what I've learned. This is what I've learned to that, Miss Purple, is because a lot of men lead with that.
Yep.
Women don't know how to see it no other way, because I've learned that women say that, like, women want a man with the money, but when you come with the small stuff that don't require money, they don't even realize how much they miss it and appreciate it until you actually do it. Because so many men lead with money, lead with how they look, lead with their car. But I was just telling my therapist, or I was telling my cousin, sauce is not what you have on, is what you represent. It's in me. It's like I don't have to. I could be in the. It could be a rip in my shirt. I still have the same confidence, the same grace, the same gift of gab.
All right, one more. This is the last one.
Okay.
This one says, and let me know what you guys think of it. This one says, face your fears. When we really want to spice up the bedroom, sometimes that means stepping out of your comfort zone you have gotten accustomed to. It's time to face your fears and the unknown. So venture out your comfort zone and see what can happen.
True.
I got tied up one time. A little bit.
I think sometimes
a little bit. What's a little bit, dog?
Like my
a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Nothing crazy. I wasn't going too crazy with it, but I got tied up one time.
That was out of your comfort zone?
Definitely. I don't like to be tied up out of my comfort zone. Honestly, before a girl I dated, a lot of that stuff, I was always like really kind of freaky in a sense, but a lot of stuff like using toys and a lot of that stuff was just out of my comfort zone. Like, because a lot of men are afraid of toys because I'm giving too much game today. A lot of men are afraid of toys because they don't feel that they can perform just as well.
I've never been afraid
But what
of
I
toys.
realize is that what I begin to realize is toys and all of the things outside your comfort zone just enhances the experience.
Exactly.
And so that's one of my key things at Miss Purple is fruit and whipped cream. I will whipped cream dream you to
Go
death.
ahead reading ahead of the day.
I know, huh? I'm going crazy.
Let's get to these. I know, right?
Here's all the specialties.
No romance in my house. My ex husband did not. Say that, man. Y'all read that. I can't.
No romance in my house. My ex-husband was not, but still ain't a romantic type person.
Sorry,
I think that's just you just never experienced romance, because when you do, it's a different. I try to listen. I really try to warn women about this. I tell them this literally. I get overly addictive, and this charm is overwhelming because for that fact, romance is a whole nother level when it's done properly. I'm just letting you know that it ain't. It can get real fairy tale real fast. I'm just saying. It can get Cinderella quick.
Tori said, yes, the failed steps that people take to save a relationship can be clumsy and prematurely thought out.
That's what I said. That's what I was thinking about that, Tori, on your comment. I don't think he read the room right before he tried to rekindle.
Well, the reason I'm going to go back to that real quick is because, I mean, if somebody's having a failed relationship and he's trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like he's hoping, or he's on some hopeful shit, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, hope this works to make things better. But if the woman is not, they're not in the same space, they're not in the same headspace, you know what I mean? Then the relationship is pretty much almost over.
Yeah.
You know?
The relationship is done.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I do think that if there's time taken, I think that you could, when she said prematurely, I do think that there's a space there in where if you are reading the room correctly, you could save it by doing things before you make the blunder, right? Before overthinking, you will make smaller steps and say, oh, well, this relationship is not going anywhere because she didn't react because I brought her home her favorite coffee, right? I bought her orange Starbucks that she likes all the time, and she didn't respond the same way that she always does, right? That's what I mean. That's premature. Instead of just taking her on a trip and thinking that it's going to change things, right? Or going to go buy her a new ring and thinking it's going to change things. You kind of could baby step that. Get her car full. Wash her car real quick. See where her head is, because that'll also.
That's the piece right there.
Right.
That part, Fat Boy, is really paying attention to your person. You know, making sure that that they don't have other things on their mind, because it's not necessarily that they're not trying to be responsive or engaged into what's going on. But sometimes if there's other things that are happening, whether it's work, children, family, whatever, sometimes your mind is not where your spouse's mind is when it comes to the intimacy or just the acknowledgement of them. It's not meaning that you don't care. It's just that at this moment, my head is not there where you are. So you got to read the room. Like you walk in a crowd and see, you want to see what's happening. You read the room before you make a step, or you check to make sure that, you know, the pulse is good, that they breathe and that they coming up for air. And then once you find out what's going on, then you take the steps to do whatever you want to do that's going to make you feel good. Sometimes I just tell people, stop worrying about what's going on with the other person. If that's what you want, sometimes you just got to take what you want. You can't wait for the person to respond to you, because they may never respond. But if you're feeling a certain kind of way, or you wanting some type of affection, sometimes you just got to be aggressive and take it. And you know, by the time you get into it, the person will relax, because why now they are seeing that you're not sitting there whining, complaining about what's going on or not going on, but you are getting them engaged. Sometimes you got to do this stuff that you don't want to do to get the person to snap out of where they are so that they can get back to living, because you can get stuck on stupid, you know, when things are not going right, and you miss all the fun of what can make and help you move forward. So we have to remember, when you're married, everything ain't going to be 100. When you're dating somebody, it's not going to be 100. You can walk in the door and they're not ignoring you because they mad at you. They may be ignoring because they got a thought on their brain that they're trying to figure out, how am I going to do this? Or I just got this issue. I need to figure this out. And if you want to speak, you speak. If you need a hug, you get a hug, whatever you need to do. But you got to learn how to not read the room as if it's a problem, but read the room in a loving way to know that, okay, this is what I want. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take
in a good relationship too, when it comes to these type of ideals or whatever, and what you basically have said, you know, you got to know the woman. You got to know, just like Diamond just said, she don't like toys.
She don't like toys.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely, if I know that she don't like toys, I ain't gonna bring no toys out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm definitely not doing that.
And I'm not gonna be selfish because I like, you know, to do the toys on you. Don't mean that, you know, it's gonna go right because you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it'll be selfish of me to do something like that, right? Heather said that part. It is very romantic when done right. Exactly. How do you follow us, Heather? Did I put it up there?
Yeah, go ahead and put it on up there.
I think I put it up
We're
there.
on YouTube, though, Heather.
We're on YouTube live at Fired Up Broadcasting. Go to Fired Up Broadcasting and follow us on YouTube. We appreciate you guys. Then the ones who've been commenting, most definitely follow. You support it to suppose. Y'all got me nervous on the conversation. You're supposed to be guiding fuel. You're supposed to let him walk in, or nothing. That's I know that. I didn't say it was me. She's talking about when I talked about the blindfold. I'm supposed to let him walk. Let him walk in. I ain't talking. What do you mean? Oh, I guess you mean it in her. Okay, I'm getting kind of confused there.
Ignorant as hell.
We
can do this all day.
I know that's not what you do as some hopeful stuff. You got to do something else. Yeah. Oh yeah. If it didn't work, then she was already gone. Exactly. That's what we were saying. Yeah, they wasn't on the same page from the.
They wasn't. I could say they wasn't on the same page.
Okay. Appreciate you guys. That was a nice.
Thank you, Miss Purple,
Oh
Big
my
O,
God. Yes, Miss Diamond.
Heather,
Yeah.
Moms. Who else
Tori.
comment? Tori.
Toy. Rob.
Yeah, it was a movie.
Patricia.
We literally,
Gus.
me and Rob
Nick,
literally
Nick.
have this conversation.
Everybody. We appreciate you
time
guys
we hang out.
clocking in and or tapping in and commenting. We want this every week. You know what I'm saying? We always got something going every week. I don't know if it's going to be as
spicy as this one.
One, but it might even be spicier. You know what I'm saying? No, let me quit.
I literally, no, all jokes aside, I literally was talking to Jackson.
Did I just say we gotta get out of here?
We about to go. I was really talking to him. I'm thinking about putting a course together about this. Actually.
Oh God, y'all see now what you done? Now
for real, I really been thinking about putting a course together. But Jackson said, "Married men ain't listening to you, man. You ain't in the trenches." I said, see, that's where y'all messing up at. I really got all the jewels. I really got all the single man game to keep you married.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. That's gonna do it for us today. Man, you got anything before we go, Fat Boy?
Oh man, I thank y'all, everybody, for coming. If you got any dear brothers, dear sisters, make sure you tap in. Go to firedup.broadcasting@gmail.com. Make sure there's no longer than a minute. Audio or video, man. Dear brother, dear sister, we'll love to hear from you. Once again, that's firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. And I just want to tell y'all, every last one of y'all, I enjoy y'all. I love y'all, man. I love the support and keep on coming in, man.
Dr. Cotton.
Look, as always, it's great conversation, laughter, learning, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So while we're spending the rest of our days, be good to yourself, stay true to yourself, and make sure you watch out for yourself.
Come on now.
That's right. And once again, I want to thank you guys and continue, please continue to follow. When you guys see our stories, our clips and stuff like that, share it or whatever, so we can get more people in. We love talking to y'all. We love y'all comments, and we love y'all just for just watching. So Black Lift.
Oh yeah,
Black Lift will probably be with us next week. He had a family emergency. You know what I mean?
Family emergency.
Now this would have really cracked him up, boy. He missed this one, but it's all good. It's all good because we got more next week at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You guys don't forget to join us at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's California time, in case you didn't know. All right, that's gonna do it, man.
That's it, man.
And remember, if they talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace.
Just forget the parade and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they